Hey guys, welcome back to another serving of Food for Thought. Of course, not everything in this reading will resonate for you, so I encourage you to take what does and leave the rest. However, if this resonates or you just so happen to like this reading, let me know by commenting down below or liking this video. So let's jump right into the energy of the cards. Holy Spirit, what is the message here for the collective? What are the cards here that best represent the reading? Someone wants a new beginning. They feel they have poured their cup out. This is someone who had very little strategy or planning. Now they're sitting in the Ten of Wands energy. This Ten of Wands energy is extra responsibility, hard work, burden. Someone feels they're carrying a burden or doing it all by themselves. Feeling like they have poured their cup out. Knight of Pentacles, this energy feels they have also depleted their finances or stability. Queen of Wands energy here. This energy feels emasculated by you. Emasculated by you in some way or overpowered by you. You're also coming out as the Queen of Swords. This Queen of Swords is cutting away anything that no longer serves them. Anything that is bringing discomfort. Someone brought a tower moment. This energy brought in a tower moment here. Page of Wands. This person was only thinking of self. Guided by their own thoughts, their own needs, their own wants. And for many of you, you have to be strong to survive this. This person left you out in the cold, stranded, alone, without answers. For many of you, this tower moment was devastating. This was a blindsided situation. Great loss. Something went up in flames. Now I feel, Queen of Wands, you hold the power. Clearing something away was painful but necessary. Ace of Swords energy, something needed to be cleared away. There needed to be more mental clarity to have success, a breakthrough, because someone had cloudy judgment. Someone needed to rethink something here with the Ace of Swords energy, here with the Ace of Cups. Someone needed to rethink something when it comes to affairs of the heart. Compassion. Two of Swords energy here. Here with this Two of Swords energy, someone lacked the energy to progress, see the future in something. Someone didn't make a decision. Someone failed to make a decision, causing you to cut them away. But I feel this also put you in a position of power, even though there was a tower moment. Now this tower moment has caused someone to feel heavily burdened here with the Ten of Wands energy. Five of Wands energy here. Because they couldn't see the bigger picture. Now they can't see new opportunities. There are unexpected delays, arguments, fights. Because this energy feels they have invested in the wrong direction. Poured their cup out. Being a fool. So I definitely feel this is someone who was very impulsive. For many of you, I have Scorpio energy here as well as Aquarius, Leo energy here for those who would like to know. Someone wanted to be reckless. Or someone was being reckless within a situation where they wanted attention. Six of Wands. Someone was seeking validation from a community, from others. Now this person is regretting some choices they made when dealing with a group of people. Nine of Swords energy, this is deep regret. Wow. This is worry, fear, depression, nightmares, anxiety. I feel this person is sitting in this energy because they failed to make a choice. Two of Wands. Here with the Two of Wands energy, this person lacked progress. turning the world upside down here with the world card in the reverse. This could also represent the energy of Earth being rooted within their values. But this person was seeking wish fulfillment and nothing came out of it. Now this person is sitting in the Five of Cups energy. Wow, this is regret, failure, disappointment within a situation when they thought they were going to have a great outcome. Now this person is thinking about an Empress energy here. Someone is thinking about an Empress, but they're failing to communicate, failing to reveal what they're thinking or feeling. Instead, this energy just ran away. Knight of Swords. This is runner energy of someone who is still sitting in some type of illusion here with the Moon card. An illusion when it comes to stabbing you in the back, breaking your heart. Ten of Swords energy. Here with this Ten of Swords energy, this is loss, crisis, betrayal. This is deep wounds within a situation where you had to clear something away, make a choice, even when it hurt. I feel there is great judgment within a situation where you had to go into calmer water, Six of Swords energy, to find justice, fairness, truth. I feel like someone who exposed too much about themselves to the wrong people is now thinking of you, but is still refusing to speak or reveal a truth that may already be known. Yet I sense they lost a lot listening to the wrong people, giving in to the wrong energy, and causing a tower moment. We have Scorpio, Taurus, Leo energy here. Judgment. This person's going to have to deal with the consequences. We also have the World card here. This person's world was turned upside down. Now this person is going to have to deal with what comes along with it. This person wanted recognition. Now they're dealing with a lot of baggage. Holy Spirit, what is the message? I feel like this is someone who is sitting in a very solemn or dark place. They're angry. I feel this is an overflow of anger because they're realizing you were stable. You were the stable energy in this situation. And they're tired of trying to seek approval, hold everything together, and make things look good when it's really not. Because this person's going through a storm. And everything right now is unpredictable. This energy is going through somewhat of a drought. Because they believe at some point they thought they could handle this. Things are unpredictable because they thought they can handle something that is now gotten out of control. Now the situation is more than a nightmare. It's now it's now their reality. I feel they should have did something with precision to find harmony, but this energy ran. For some of you, this could represent fire energy of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but I definitely feel someone wasn't grateful, wasn't satisfied. This could be masculine or feminine energy. Please take it how it resonates. But this person didn't surrender to a connection, the yin to the yang, causing something to be an empty nest. And now this energy clearly has a lot of baggage. This energy has a lot of baggage that they are now wanting to communicate about, vent about, or release. Because whatever trap they fell into was out of their league or over their head, causing them to be a target or a sucker ready to be licked. Because as this person has sabotaged a situation with you, stabbed you in the back, done something unexpected, This person is also receiving the same energy from someone else. Jellyfish energy of someone who is now defending self within a commitment, wishing they never broke the bond with you, never broke the promise, never been a fraud, a trickster. Let's get some more energy here, Spirit. Thank you. This energy regrets burning a bridge with you because this person feels you're ice cold and they're going to have to chase you. This person wants to extend an olive branch and let you know that they love you because you're their twin flame. This energy could also be seeing double digits. Trying to lead them in the proper direction. This energy does want to build a bridge with you. Build a bridge after burning it. This energy wants to now communicate in some way, but not bring up the past, not bring up their betrayal. Eight of Swords energy. This person feels debilitated. Eight of Swords energy. This is negative thoughts, self-imposed negative thoughts here that's holding this person hostage. This energy needs to release the negative thoughts, their inner critic, open their eyes to a better way, stop playing the victim. This is someone who was waiting for you. Now this energy is burnt out. For many of you, this energy burned you out. Nine of Wands. There's a lot of conflict, arguments here as well, causing an ending. This is a harsh, painful ending here. We also have Scorpio energy here. This Five of Swords. Wow. Here with this Five of Swords energy, this is someone feeling defeated. This is someone feeling defeated after wanting to win at all costs. This is someone who is now wanting to raise the white flag because they can't manifest. Gemini Virgo energy is in the reverse. This is someone who is unable to manifest a new beginning. Three of Swords energy. Wow. They could also be trying to numb the pain to get through it. Here with this Three of Swords energy, this is heartbreaking, betrayal, grief, hurt, sorrow, unforgiven energy here. Who is hiding behind a mask? Seven of Swords. This is someone who is hiding behind their deception, their betrayal, trying to get away with something strategically behind your back. Now this energy is wanting temperance. Sagittarius energy. Wanting temperance within a Two of Cups situation. Someone has walked away. Someone has walked away after putting on a show. We also have Virgo energy here, putting on a show. Someone has now come to a dead end. The road is closed. Someone is receiving a lot of obstacles, solutions. Well, more obstacles rather than solutions. This energy is too busy projecting, running from their issues rather than solving them. Now this energy could be sitting in a space where they're receiving setbacks, delays. I feel like this is someone who was seeking adventure and the surface things of life over stability. Over stability and authentic happiness. Not all the things they didn't appreciate about you are now the things they appreciate. Not just appreciate, but also miss. Because they can't find anything or anyone else that makes them feel the way you do. There is a sense of elegance when it comes to you. let's finish this deck here. I must have picked up the wrong cards. So this person's definitely dealing with a lot of consequences for leaving something empty, wanting to be independent. This energy left you to pick up the pieces, an empty nest. Virgo energy is needing to release something. Someone wants to talk here. Someone wants to be more rooted within a situation, but this person needs to drop the ego, drop the act. Show is over. This person knows they have come up empty. Five of Swords. They're tired of the arguments, the disagreements, so many changes, being deceived as well. This person wants to come out of this energy, but has no clue what to do. This is someone who thought they were too big to fail, and they went along with something. I feel like there's someone who went along with something for so long, wanting something to appear happy or functional, because they didn't want to admit they made a bad choice, a big mistake, and now things have gone too deep, gone too far. This is someone who thought they were going to get the special treatment. Instead, they got the karmic treatment. Now they're overloaded, stressed, wanting to go in hermit mode, wanting to seek change, but this person is doing something recklessly, or they're trying to do some type of shortcut. But all in all, they feel alone. A black sheep. Wow. So this is someone who definitely feels alone within a situation because they couldn't conform. Now this energy has their walls up because it's all about to come crumbling down. This is a house of cards that's about to fall apart because this person is being pushed to their breaking point when it comes to the truth. The truth is about to trigger a lot of people. And there's a lot of fear here when it comes to judgment. This is someone who is now feeling powerless within a situation, haunted by their past, because they have no clue what's going to happen to them in their future. This is someone who feels like they fell in some type of Venus flytrap because they couldn't be patient. This energy was being impulsive. Now they're going through a dark night of the soul, a volcano that's about to erupt. Now there is no wish fulfillment. There's no dreams. There's no manifestation because the skeletons in the closet, the secrets, the lies, the betrayal. Now this energy is feeling vulnerable in a situation, needing to communicate. This energy is wanting to reach out, but they're only doing it in the 5D. In your dream state, there's still some type of anchor of hope, but I feel this separation in the 3D has still left them in some type of illusion. There's no abundance, there's no alignment, balance. Feeling shipwrecked within a situation. Let's get another deck here. Of course, if you guys are enjoying the reading, let me know by commenting down below or liking this video. So let's jump into a different deck here. Holy Spirit, what is the message? So I definitely feel this person fell into temptation. This is childlike energy. Someone who's a little bit immature even though they are of age. This is someone who fell into temptation, a trap, even though they have set their own traps themselves. They still admire you. They're going through a lot. Knowing they should be seeking change, doing more, they feel stuck. For many of you, I feel this energy is truly hurt because they didn't come towards you when they had the chance. Now this energy regrets doing something out of intention or ignorance, because whatever they chose over you has taught them some hard lessons. Some hard lessons that are really hard to swallow. This is someone who is regretting a lot because they lost a lot. All because they couldn't figure you out or understand you or your reason. So they walked away. They walked away without validating your emotions or thinking about your feelings. For many of you, this energy was being stubborn and unreasonable. I feel like this person was sitting in this energy because they can only see their own pain.
Food for thought.
They can only see their own pain from their own perspective or their side of things, or their understanding, not understanding what you truly went through. So I feel like this person was never really truly understanding what you went through because they were still sitting in their selfish ways, not understanding they took you through a lot of dramatic energy that was devastating, traumatizing, and very effective, especially when changing the way you looked or perceived them. However, I do feel something has or will affect them soon, especially when it comes to judgment and tower moments, delays, distractions, because something or someone is sitting in their energy who is embarrassing them, shutting them down, turning them off. Something's going on in there, giving them a headache. This is someone they're now trying to avoid, who once distracted them from you. This is someone who did a complete 360 when it comes to you. 180, a turnaround, just enough. So I feel like this person gave you just enough. This person turned their back on you, giving you just enough for you to hang around. Now this energy feels drained after exhausting you, putting on a show. Now this energy feels or realizes they were wide open to be persuaded by temptation, candy, something they perceived to be sweet. Whatever this was, they had a buffet of it. Now it's their own frustration. Now they're feeling unavailable, closed off emotionally, physically, because now all their business is in the street. This is someone who now wants to beg for your energy, your attention. They're having flashbacks, fantasizing. Whatever they're thinking about is an insatiable thought. They're thinking about a twin flame energy of someone they were very close to, and they tried to control the situation or the bond, and things completely fell apart. There is definitely distance. This energy is wanting to return, but things are definitely out of control. There's a third party energy here, pampering, but I feel this pampering energy was only to catch them off guard. Now this energy is not just fighting for their heart, but they're fighting for their soul. Wow. This energy is completely drained, and they should be after putting on the show and telling all of these lies, because now this energy needs to find a way to bring the truth. They need to find a way to open up and align. Wow. For many of you, they're wanting to do something effective to get your attention, but something is being exposed. Because since something is no longer exciting, now that you're not involved or interested, But I feel the real reason they hesitate when it comes to you is that they know you didn't deserve this. And you're not going to be quick to open your door or your heart when it comes to them. This is someone who wants what you are offering from the beginning. But I sense after not taking the right advice or not speaking their truth for so long, they have finally learned the dirty truth about those they have chose to trust over you. How people can be when they now see you as a burden. Now this energy is seeking change because now they feel their heart is broken as well. Let's get some final energy from this deck, you guys. Holy Spirit, what is the message here? Yeah, this person was open to persuasion, left wide open, ready for play. But I feel this person was playing games and ended up getting played. This energy ended up getting played because they were coming out with this playboy energy. As I said before, this is someone who thought they were too big to fail. Mile high energy. Wanting adventure. Wanting to be chosen. Wanting attention that led them down the wrong road. I feel this energy is learning the hard way that consequences can often be long-term, if not indefinite, where harsh judgment and consequences don't stop or cease to exist because it's getting too hard or it's just too much. It only stops when you choose to change. When you choose to change or you choose to grow. Instead, I feel many will choose or entertain the idea of wanting attention, validation, and credit for the energy you put into their life. Yet now that things have fallen apart, they may be seeking help to put things back together when they should have been loyal from the start. Realizing now none of this was worth it. None of this was worth what they were trying to achieve. Doing a 360 on you, turning their back. Now they're wanting to build this bridge. They just don't know how. They just don't have the tools to make a way. This is someone who found out the truth. The truth when it comes to those they chose to trust. And I feel this happened when they fell off financially, or they realized an emotional side to them. I feel like this energy exposed an emotional side of themselves that left them looking weak or open to manipulation. And I feel this deception and trickery or tricky ways of being were fine until they realized they were getting played and they were not on the receiving end of the reward. But as I said before, things were fine. Things were fine until things got real. Let's get some more energy here. Holy Spirit, what is that message here for the collective? What's the energy here, Spirit? Something is triggering for this energy. This is someone who wants and needs to clear their energy. Relocate. Take a bus drive, a bus. Someone needs assistance. Wow. This is someone who needs to pack their bags, relocate, seek a different truth, a new space, cleanse their energy. But I feel this person needs to express or feel these emotions because life is meant to be felt. And they need to process what they're feeling to understand what they're going through. Wow. I feel in the beginning this energy was very cocky when they felt they were having their way or when they felt like they didn't need you. Now they're completely embarrassed by what they chose, who they chose. However, I do feel this is someone who didn't take your cup. They didn't take your offer because they thought they'd do better off parting ways or turning their back, yet it all blew up in their face. This is why they are over emotional and they caused this mess. They caused this disruption in their life, this pain, because they avoided the truth.
Food for thought, 313.
This energy feels they're alone, stressed out, regretting the fact that they were open. Wow, I can just barely speak. I feel this is someone who made some unwise choices, some unhealthy choices when it comes to you as well as life. They made some decisions that were not in their best interest. Now they're trying to overcome an identity crisis. Fake friends. But I feel this energy is realizing the people they would have taken a bullet for is behind the trigger. Because now this energy is receiving a lot of karma. Because what they gave out is now what they're receiving. It's somewhat of a boomerang effect. They kept their friends, wow. Kept their friends close, enemies closer. So I definitely feel this person rejected their friends, rejected those they should have trusted. This is their karma. This is their karma for breaking a bond, breaking some promises here. They didn't keep a watchful eye for those who had harm for them. Now this energy is wanting to take a leap of faith. Wanting to turn lemons into lemonade. I feel the doubt is killing their dreams. They can't get over something. But they want to feel like every bad situation has a good outcome. But I feel this person is still hesitating to do the work. But for many of you, you should expect something unexpected when it comes to this energy. Because this masculine energy is receiving some type of overload. An uninvited energy here. This could be male or female. This person is thinking out with the old, but they're not knowing how to bring in the new. But they definitely need to recycle something. They need to throw something away. And throw it away for good. This is someone who needs to overcome the complacency in their life. Because complacency breeds comfortable spaces, confusion, painful endings. But I feel something is happening to create a balance. Someone needs to pay their dues. I feel this is someone who needs to pay their dues when it comes to a situation where they thought you were supposed to read between the lines. This is someone who needs to release their expectations when it comes to you, to dissolve a conflict or dissolve their resentment. But I feel this resentment is hurting them and no one else. This is someone who has high expectations of others, but not for themselves. But I feel they need to evaluate their priorities, pursue their real passions. But I feel this person is coming up short, empty, penniless. a lack mindset. But I feel this person needs to level up. And for many of you, they need to rebuild the bridge with you. But as I said before, they just feel like you guys are not on the same page. And for others, they're receiving karma right now. These are heavy consequences, delays, distractions. Wow. Let's get some more energy here. As I said before, this is someone who was cocky within a situation and they invested in the wrong energy, the wrong situation. But I feel whatever they invested in caused them to have a life-changing experience. Something shifted in their life. There was no more balance within the yin and the yang. But I feel in the dark, there is always light. But within wrong, there is no right. This person definitely chose the wrong way. They should have believed in love. But I feel this energy chose to break a social construct or tradition. But I only feel that caused you to reclaim your power. Holy Spirit, what is the message here? I feel like this is someone who feels they have lost it all, wanting to reclaim something. But I feel there's no one to turn to after shutting you out. After shutting you out, this person got the short end of the stick. There was discernment in there's discernment in disagreement here. Blind logic, no intuition. Because this person was only trying to strategize. But I feel this only brought them shortcomings. Heavy burdens. And the short end of the stick. I feel this energy shut out the good intentions of others. To entertain the bad. But as I said before, they lost a lot listening to the wrong people because they refused to see the truth of their environment as they believed they would benefit from their choices. They thought they were going to level up. They thought the grass was greener on the other side. Now this energy is walking in silence because this masculine energy is in overload. They feel thrown away when in fact this is the energy they gave you. But as I said before, many of you should expect the unexpected from someone who is going through an identity crisis. Now this energy who was sure of a positive outcome is now living in misery, wondering why they listened to someone else, wondering why they couldn't see the truth for themselves, why they couldn't see that someone else was strategizing while they were strategizing on you. But I feel you had to use your instincts when it came to this energy. But I feel this energy is realizing they should have fought for you instead of fighting against you, instead of leaving you with more questions than answers. You're stronger together. Holy Spirit, what is the message? This energy does want to reconcile. They think about you often. But there is a sense of rejection here. This person is going through a lot behind the scenes and they are not feeling like themselves. Especially since they've been denied access. This energy could also be locking their feelings and emotions away. Wow. This person definitely feels lost in a situation where there's a lot of trauma and disrespect going on. There's a lot of pain they're not wanting to express because for many of you, you were right in so many ways. I feel this energy is holding on to a lot of resentment, anger, and shame that needs to be resolved, understood, and let go. They're carrying too much. They're carrying a lot of anger because they feel like a fool. They feel like a complete fool for screwing something over, not having a backup or a plan B, not seeing the truth for so long. And now they're drained. Drained from this long journey and this tragic outcome because they feel now they were set up to fail, and they regret they ever took the bait. So for many of you, I feel like they wanted to explore their options. But I feel they were only playing a game. Something that was unfamiliar. But as I said before, this was all over their head. They were experiencing a situation that they had never dealt with before. And for some of you, this was a group of people they were dealing with. They thought exploring new situations would bring excitement. But I feel they rejected you because you demanded respect. I feel you did it gracefully. But even though you were strong within your terms, you still had to say goodbye. You still had to do it. But I feel you standing in your power, not folding, not breaking, caused them to acknowledge their regrets, recognize past mistakes. This person is needing to grow and evolve and avoid being greedy, overdoing things, taking more than they put in. But I do feel what's done is done. This energy needs to take accountability for their actions, because decisions they have made are definitely backfiring. This is someone who needs to cross all T's, dot all I's when it comes to you. This person needs to bring you the truth or nothing else. I feel shortcuts can just delay the process, making something longer or more complicated than it needs to be. This person doesn't need to throw stones within this situation. Wow. This person does want to reveal to you that they went the wrong way. They just don't want you to say, I told you so. This person doesn't want to admit their pain. They don't want to see the look on your face when they reveal the truth. But I feel this is someone who needs to put their pride aside and correct this problem. Not throw stones, not criticize, but this energy needs to come correct, because they put their eggs in the wrong handbasket. This is someone who is definitely sitting in a space where they regret dropping their eggs in the wrong space, because they don't know if something will survive. This is someone who needs to expand their mindset, expose the truth. Wow. Craving a life of someone else. This person took the wrong path, but they need to correct this situation before it's too late. There is an epiphany here, a revelation, where something needs to cease, something needs to stop. This energy needs to stop and surrender, because there is no escape. There is no exit within this situation. They need to embrace the inevitable. But they are still resisting fate, but they need to pay these dues. It's not going anywhere. They need to prioritize their life. Overcome the complacency, whatever they're trying to avoid, because it's not avoiding them. This is someone who needs to realize the mess that they created is of their own doing. No one else. Holy Spirit, what is the message here? As I said before, this is someone who deeply regrets taking the bait. I believe in the beginning, it was fun. It was crazy. This person was feeling like an alpha energy or whatever this third party wanted them to feel. I feel this position they allowed them to have was only until the trust was there. Only until the trust was gained and their spirit was broken did things start to change. Things really got out of hand after the separation with you, as they had no backup and realized they were purposely led astray by taking advice or seeking attention from someone who sent them in the wrong direction, on the wrong path, intentionally. Sent them on a relentless pursuit in the wrong way. Now this energy is seeking silence, solitude from fake friends, wanting to turn their life back around, wanting a second chance. Wow. Let's get some more energy here, Holy Spirit. As I said before, this energy is realizing there's no way out of this, and if they haven't realized it, they will. This person needs to put in the work with intention and not just make these shortcuts, because it's only bringing harsh endings and goodbyes. This person knows that you are the yin within the within the yang, and they need to create some type of balance so that you would feel comfortable in their space to even listen or hear them out. This energy needs to be more aware of their surroundings, or nothing will change. They need to be taking notes, observing, understanding, because without it, they will always take the bait. This is someone who is finding it hard to even rest their soul, rest their mind, or find some peace, because whatever they fell into, wow, whatever they have lost cannot be undone. This energy knows you were needed in their life, yet it's not the choice they made. It's not the choice that was chosen. But I feel this person needed this experience. They needed to see that all that glitters ain't gold. However, I do sense whatever they were giving their energy to, they're no longer trying to. This is someone who no longer wants to be a fool, and they're trying to wise up or find a better way. Because whoever they were listening to wasn't giving them the right advice, sending them in the right path. Because whatever, wow. Somebody told this energy to either give this some time and purposely delaying them, or not to come towards you at all. This is someone who was very destructive, trying to pull the strings because this person was too open and naive. This advice they now regret. This is someone who now regrets taking the advice from someone who they now see was only jealous of what they could have had with you. Trying to convince them you were only trying to use them or hurt them, and purposely sent them on the wrong path. This is why this person is exhausted. They've been going the wrong way for too long. Now this energy It's feeling like they're running out of time. Running out of time to present something to you, as they are uneasy in their environment. This energy is seeking ways to no longer contribute to a situation. But it's hard. It's harder than they thought it would be to pull back from something they now see the truth about. This is someone who now wants to step into the unknown. This energy wants to step into the unknown.
Food for thought, 313.
But they're not knowing if they're protected. This is someone who needs to speak up, speak from their heart. This energy needs to have a heart-to-heart with you, but they could be in survival mode right now. Their growth is very mediocre, very small. Someone is building from the ground up and it's really not showing any improvement, and it's starting to break them down. This energy is wanting to fight, but there's a lot of trauma bonding here. There's a lot of trauma bonding because this person couldn't uphold a commitment. They couldn't be a person of trust. They couldn't keep their word and operate within integrity. Now someone is applying pressure. They're reflecting. There's deep regret because they were blinded by the truth. They were blinded by the truth because they were narrow-minded within a situation where they needed to open up and realize there was more than one way to do things with you. This is someone who needs to spiritually evolve and close one door to open the other. This is someone who needs to do the shadow work within a situation. They can't run away from this. They can't run away from their own shadow. Because this unfinished business is rooted in confusion. This is someone who is very detached from their emotions. But I also feel they're detached from the outcome. But I feel everything will happen in divine timing. And what will be, will be. Someone just needs to have faith. Silent dream killer. So for many of you, there's health concerns. Someone needs to see something for face value. Accept the truth. And accept it exactly how it is. Something is about to deplete someone. But I feel instead of being resentful and angry, this energy needs to forgive and just move on. Take one for the team. This person needs to learn from this experience to get over it. For many of you, this energy needs to put in the work. And as I said before, they can't run away from their problems because it's always there. This energy is always creating some new ones. Let's get in some final energy here so we can close out the reading, you guys. For those who have stuck around to the end, I'd like to thank you. And let's pull in some final energy. Holy Spirit, what is the message for the collective? As I said before, whatever they were pouring into, they're no longer doing that. They regret listening to the wrong people, being blinded to the truth. They're reflecting on what was said, and they're thinking about this painful ending, because there is no escape. There's no passport out of this. There's no way out of the pain they created. Wow. For many of you, this person just caught flight on you. But I feel for many of you, you understand words can be forgiven, but others, you're not taking a chance. Words can be forgiven, but they're never forgotten. This is someone who needs to choose their words wisely when it comes to you. Seeing as though you are the missing piece, this person will always have shortcomings because of this bridge they have burned with you. Wow. If this energy is dealing with a third party that's a male, it's based on competition and jealousy. And they're giving this energy bad advice to stay on top or create dysfunction for you. If it's a female third party, it's based on insecurities, a need to win, or just getting under your skin. And they're not giving in. They're not giving this energy time to heal or understand what's going on, even though they realize and see it's obvious that this energy is in pain from their choices. They're just making it worse. It's still every man for themselves. Now they regret gaslighting you or throwing this connection away because something is no longer lit. A flame is no longer lit. Now they regret not having emotional depth. This energy has already created a lot of space, or trying to. They're trying to figure this out, especially when it comes to this third party where things are unresolved. There's resentment. There's no closure. Yet regardless of the energy that they have created with this third party, there is still drama that follows them. And they're going to have to do more than run to break free or break the chains. This energy wants to break a cycle, but it's harder than they thought it was going to be. It's harder than they thought it was going to be to balance their life from these chaotic or unfelt decisions. This person just wasn't thinking with their heart. But at some point they will realize there's nothing they can do or say to get out of this. As I said before, there is a debt to be paid. And when it comes to karma, karma plays no games. I feel to get out of this situation, this person's going to have to complete this cycle. Let something go. Let go of things they choose to hold on to. They have to be ready to let it all go and reveal a real truth to find their way. I hope you guys have enjoyed this reading and has found some food for thought. If so, let me know by commenting down below or liking this video. I hope to see you again, guys. Bye.